Cardi Bartier and a Rari.
Cardi B has been making waves this past year, and whatever lack of a uniqueness she brings to trap-laced hip-hop, she makes up for with attitude and occasionally pretty notable lyrics. They salty, sodium, they jelly, petroleum. That actually made me have a good old chuckle. A big bell to that one. I don't know why some of these lyrics have genius annotations though. They really kind of explain themselves. It's one of those the curtain is blue instances where you don't really need to overanalyze what's going on there. But I suppose contributors need those points, so let's analyze the verse that says, "They remind me of my pussy, bitches mad tight." Cardi B blew up last year with the single Bodak Yellow, the first song by a female hip-hop artist to reach #1 since Lauryn Hill's Doo Wop, That Thing, which I know by any standard is huge. Personally, I was never big on the track until the point where I heard it at a house party and suddenly all the lyrics that I had pretended not to know suddenly came out of my mouth. It was quite magical and it became the anthem for our sad suburban lives. But I suppose to her credit, Cardi B takes the story of her come up as a dancer and stripper and empowers herself by saying, "I'm here now, you're not going to be losing sight of me anytime soon. I'm the shit," which makes sense, and you know, Cardi B, she's risen to the top quite well. But I wonder how long these songs on her debut album are going to stick around, considering a lot of them aren't very standout. But I suppose in a trap rap game you don't need to be to get loads of airplay. I'm just saying that Cardi B's album is a big buzz when you're in that moment of listening to it. It sounds rowdy and upfront, and even with many asinine cuts on the track listing, including a feature from YG that made me want to pop a Manu into a lake of Lego, there's enough here to make this an enjoyable album in the meantime, and also it doesn't overstay its welcome. Thank goodness they didn't get carried away from the hype wave and stretch the album out to the length of Requiem for a Dream. However, while it's a fine album in the moment, I just don't think Cardi's music is very memorable in the long run. I may be saying this prematurely, and feel free to strike me on Twitter in September if Bartier Cardi is still getting airplay, but Cardi's musical style pales in memorability and shines mostly because she's just such a star personality on the mic. Not that I necessarily care about how much the songs are going to get airplay. I mean, if it's memorable music, it's memorable music. I'm just saying that this here isn't memorable music. I mean, I say that, but the album is still potent and offers some songs that slap hard in the whip. I don't know how to feel about faux inspirational piano-based intro tracks about the artists come up from rags to riches, but by the time the song Get Up 10 reaches its last third, Cardi B actually makes her empowerment really convincing through having a genuinely lethal attitude when spitting that hook. I mean, I don't think the track Drip was ever trying to be insightful, but in fairness, its hook accurately emulates how irritating a dripping tap can be in the middle of the night. On the other side of that spectrum, Takeoff's verse flows like a gushing stream out of a hosepipe. The song about unfaithfulness, Be Careful, backed by soft woodwind chords, is a great time, and her singing on the hook is really, really nice.
I want you to live your life, of course, but I hope you get what you're dying for. Be careful with me.
Elsewhere, where we have guest features like Hilani and SZA who handle the hooks, they also do their duties extremely, really well, but that's just the usual, especially for SZA. Grooving into the picture, we have the single I Like It, which features a Latin groove and colourful horns, which make my hips gain sentience, and even Bootleg Future does a decent job of riding the festive and frankly fun beat. Certainly makes me want to throw a party in my house! Invasion of Privacy is an album title that seems to play the biggest role on track 12, where Cardi flicks through her partner's phone and finds nudes from another girl. That's sure to be a buzzkill discovery, you know? Cardi threatens to post them on the gram and then proceeds to sing a hook that sounds like a leftover from the last Purity Ring album. Personally, I'm very inclined to give this a strong 5 out of 10 to a light 6 out of 10, but definitely leaning on that 6 out of 10 side, because I'm a fun guy. Yeah.